Hey guys, Terry here with the Forest Farm Project. Today we are going to be showing you how to measure for cabinet doors and drawer fronts. Okay guys, it pays to get organized when you're measuring for all this stuff, especially if you've got a bunch of cabinet doors and drawer fronts to measure for. It's going to get complicated if you just write down the dimensions and don't really know what dimension goes to what cabinet, and if you want to come back and check yourself, it's going to get complicated. So basically what we did is we listed, we've got the sink, right of sink, sink right, there's one top cabinet door, there's one drawer front, and there's one bottom cabinet door. Then we've got the sink area. There's nothing on the top because there's a window up there. Then you have a drawer front and you have two bottom cabinet doors on the sink. Now the left of the sink, there's three top cabinet doors on the left, there's one drawer front on the left, and there's only two bottom cabinet doors on the left because one area is taken up by a dishwasher. Okay guys, before measuring, there's a standard that you need to go by with Palmetto cabinet doors. They want you to give them the width of the cabinet door and then the height of the cabinet door. And why that's crucial to always give the width and then the height is this door is a little over a foot wide and maybe 18 inches tall. Well, if we gave them a foot tall and 18 inches wide and put those numbers in the wrong place, instead of having the hinges on the right side, it'd be on one end. And that wouldn't work out so good. You'd have a hatch instead of a door. So anyway, it's important to give them the width and then the height. So what we like to do is go ahead and put on our list W by H. Just as a reminder, always give the width and then the height for each door. Okay, the next thing to take into consideration is how much overlay do you want on this cabinet? You want your door bigger than the cabinet hole, obviously, unless you're doing a faceless cabinet, which these are not. We have face frames on here. So this is how you'd measure for, obviously, cabinets with face frames. Well, we decided to have a 1/2 inch overlay on each side. So that means that's going to be a 1/2 inch on this side and a 1/2 inch on that side, 1/2 inch on the bottom, 1/2 inch on the top. So you measure your width and you measure your height. The width is going to have 1 inch added. The height is going to have 1 inch added for that overlay. So what we have here is 18 7/8 inches, and that's my width. So the width on this bottom cabinet door is 18 7/8 inches and the height is 21 3/4 inches. So again, the height is 21 3/4 inches. So the opening is 18 7/8 inches wide by 21 3/4 tall. But we have to add for the 1/2 inch overlay on each side. So we have the sink right side, bottom cabinet we measured was 18 7/8 by 21 3/4. That's the opening. But we have a 1/2 inch overlay on each side and top and bottom. So that's a 1 inch overall on each side and top and bottom. So that makes that 19 7/8 inches by 22 3/4 inches. Okay, the drawer front on this side, or any drawer front, this is going to be the same as this door below, and that is 18 7/8 again. And we'll write that on my list. And the height, we made our drawers 5 inches tall on the opening. Double check that, and it is 5 inches. So we'll write in 5 inches. So here's our drawer front, right side of the sink. 18 7/8 plus a 1/2 inch on each side will make it an inch total. So that's 19 7/8 by 5 plus 1 is going to be 6 inches. That's the extra 1/2 inch on each side, which is 1 inch. So this should be typical of any door in your kitchen that's a single door. If you have two doors together, it's different. But all your single doors, you measure the width, add whatever your overlay is. We chose a 1/2 inch. Sometimes I go 11/16. There's just different numbers I go with. We're doing a 1/2 inch, so that's 1 inch total. And then a 1/2 inch on top and bottom makes it 1 inch total for the top and bottom. Your drawer fronts are going to be the same as the single door cabinet doors, and you're going to add whatever your overlay is to each side and top and bottom, and you should have no problem with that. That should be typical throughout the kitchen. Single cabinet doors and drawer fronts. There's also double cabinet doors, and we'll show you that. Okay, now we've got our sink cabinet, and as you can see, there is no stile, which these are stiles, these are rails. Think of a handrail on a staircase. So this is your rail, this is your stile. Well, there's no stile in the middle because we wanted this open where you can get under the sink and work on it really easily and not have something in your way and have to squeeze in each side. Well, in that case, you have a face frame here that you want to overlap the 1/2 inch. You have a face frame down here that you want to overlap a 1/2 inch, but you have nothing to overlap here. You want these doors to come as close together as you can comfortably get them without banging together, of course, so you're going to need to leave a little bit of a gap. But when you do your measurements for the width, you're going to measure this hole and get that entire dimension. Then you cut that in half because it's 2 different doors. Now, instead of adding a 1/2 inch to each side, again, you don't need a 1/2 inch over here. So you only add 1/2 inch or one of your overlay dimensions, whatever that may be. You only add it to this side on this door and to this side on this door. And then you want to take an additional 1/16 off of whatever that dimension that you come up with is, because you want about 1/8 of an inch gap between these doors so that they'll open without banging into each other. And these hinges, the bloom hinges that we're using, will adjust in and out so we can pull them doors closer together until they get close but don't hit, and make that a little bit smaller. But to start out with, it's a good idea to have about 1/8 of an inch gap. That means, again, you get this overall dimension, cut it in half. That's one door there and one door there, each half. You have to add a 1/2 inch to whatever that half a dimension is to get your overlay over here, or whatever your overlay is if it's not a 1/2 inch. And then you want to take a 1/16 off of that overall dimension to accommodate for the opening between the doors. Okay, over here you can see we've got 3 cabinet doors, but it's 3 individual cabinet doors. So each one of them is going to have their overlay, and you add it just like you would on the other single cabinet doors. Treat it just like a single cabinet door because they're not going to come together like it does without a stile. This has got stiles at each location, so these are considered single cabinet doors.
We hope you found this guide helpful when it comes to measuring for your cabinet doors and drawer fronts. It really can be a daunting process, but you take it step by step. It's really quite simple and straightforward. Just take your time. It's not too difficult. And there's a link provided below for Palmetto cabinet doors, where we got all these awesome doors from. They do a really good job. Be sure to check them out. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.